Hey everybody, what's up? It is the weekend again, and today we're gonna hang out in the garage for a little bit. It's Sunday. We are going to work on that thing behind me. It is my Cafe Racer build. It is a 1981 gs650gl. Before I think I said that it was an 86, a 1986. I was wrong. I kind of forgot, so then I looked it up on the VIN. It's a 1981. What are we gonna do today? Well, we're messing with the turbo, so we're gonna clock the turbo. I got it kind of taken apart. We're gonna clock it so we can start working on plumbing. If I can do this backwards. Oh, right there. The intake over to the turbo. Then I'm also gonna pull off the wheels because I got some tires and I want to kind of see how they're gonna look. And kind of mock it up a little bit, see how they'll fit. It's not going to be real precise to see how they fit, but we'll get an idea. So let's get started. All right, before we start taking stuff apart, we're gonna look at the tires of what's on and what we're gonna put on the bike. So what's on there right now, and these are the original tires, they're Dunlops. On the back here, it's a 130 by 90 16. And then the front is a Dunlop, and it's a 90 by 90 19 inch rim. I took this one off last night and the axle was kind of seized in there, but we'll take it off again. We'll take a look at it and see, how that tire is going to look in the forks. I got a bigger tire front and rear, so I'm not for sure if I'm going to be able to run the fender. I'm hoping to. That'll be neat, but I might not be able to. What I got for tires are, the brand is Kenda, and the model, I guess you would say, is a Challenger. So let's see, right there, Kenda, Challenger. The front one is, it's a size bigger, and it's going to be, if I can find it, it's a 190 or a 100 by 90 19, and then the back is a size bigger than what is on there. It is a 140 by 90 16. The tread is a lot different, I kind of like this tread. I kind of like the design, and I guess we'll see this summer hopefully how it rides. Let's get started. But before we get started with the tires, we're gonna mess with the turbo. So I've kind of got the turbo taken apart already. So we've got the inlet taken off so we can clock it. We're wanting the turbo to be clocked about like that, because then it's kind of a straight shot over to the intake. But the other things that I have to watch, okay, so on this turbo, this is the oil inlet, that's the oil outlet, and that is a water passage, because this turbo can be water cooled or oil cooled. I'm going to block this off, and we're just gonna have the oil go through. So here we go. I think we're gonna just clock it just like that, as close as possible, so we have our oil up top, drains out the bottom, and then we'll put the housing on. And now the housing, these are, so if you can kind of see it here, this bracket here also helps hold on the outer of the turbo, that right there. So there's only that bracket's got to match up with two of these bolts. So we'll see how close or how good we can get this to line up. All right. So So I noticed that when I bought this turbo new, here's some, you can see some silicone in there. I'm gonna probably clean that out and then I'll put more in. But for right now, we're just mocking it up, getting it to see how it will fit. I think that's gonna be about the best right there, because otherwise, so this right here, you can't see it really. Well, the bracket that I showed you on the vacuum right here, kind of hard to see. So this bracket, there's 2 holes and it's got to mount up with either one of these 4 on the outside of this turbo. So there's only a certain amount of spots that you can set it. And I think it's gonna have to be like this, because otherwise we'll have it be pointing down, which that's not cool. Or we could do like that, actually. We could do it like that, but then the inlet's gonna have to come up and then in. So I think the best thing is going to be like this. So it's a little back, but that'll work. Make sure there's no gunk and stuff inside of here. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is get a Sharpie and mark this to where I can kind of have an idea of where I want it. There we go. Now it's time to look for that other bolt that I just lost. Got it. Now I'll pull this back off. Clean this. Stuff off. Here we go. You know what? Couldn't get my fingers to work, but now we got it. Maybe. All right. So we've got the turbo clocked the way we want it. This does face up a little bit. That's the best way based off of because of how this bracket is. This bracket is the bottom side that mounts the turbo. But that's not too bad. We'll be able to go, from about, the top or the side of this down into there pretty easily. So next we will work on the tires. All right, I've got the axle out. Now I'm going to work on getting the tire out. So this is the brake. We've got to get the brake and this strut to come up to be able to get enough room for this the wheel to come over and out. But first I need to get this pried up a little bit, which I don't like how that is. I don't like how that's on that rubber. There is a sleeve there to protect that. I just don't like it. You gotta kind of pry against the rubber hose to get that loosened up enough to get it out. So now this should come up. But that's not gonna work. So we're gonna have to take this bolt out and pull the whole caliper off. I was kind of hoping to cheat that, but I'm not going to be able to. Let's see. Go. Got the cotter pin out. Straighten that out, make it easier to go back in. No, Archie. No, buddy. You gotta go. Got a lot of help here today. Archie, no, buddy. All right, we have the rotor, not the rotor, but the caliper off. Set it up here, out of the way. Move our strut bar up, and hopefully be able to get this off. I'm gonna tie that up, I think. Whoops. That'll fix it. Okay. All right. So now that is off the gear, you can kind of see right in here there's like a gear spline, and then here is gears that they mesh together. Let's get you closer. So you can see. Right there's the gears. It's spline into there. But now let's see the difference of these two tires. Go lay down, please. Okay, so here, kind of hard to see. Hold them. That's the difference of the old and the new, and that's just one size up. Okay, so it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but there's a notch right here for the tire. And the tire sits like about right there. And I think this is gonna work actually. I might have to kind of notch this brace bar in here too, take and notch it where the tire's at. But I think though that tire's actually going to work. This is kind of shaky and I apologize for it. It's kind of hard to see it in here. It's like, yeah. Yeah, kind of hard to see, but I think it'll work. And I think we might skip taking the front apart today. Well, that's it for this weekend. I know that this is kind of a short video. I cut it short by not taking that front wheel off. You'll definitely see it when I do put the actual wheel on with the tire and we actually see it fit. Like I said in the video, I did take the wheel off and just put the tire up in there and I think it'll work. But again, I'll show that to you later. I kind of ran out of time this weekend. The bike's put away, and until next weekend, have fun and let me know what you think of the videos. Bye.